everybody. Thanks for watching. Going live with Precious, the owner of the Nurse Tinter. Her story is extremely rare, a rare story. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to be bringing Precious on right now. Stay tuned to listen to her incredible story, how she became a window tinter. Hi, Precious.
Hi.
Hi. So, Precious, we're eager to hear your story about how you became a window tinter. It's an interesting one.
Yes, very.
So you could go ahead and introduce you. Well, I introduced you. Go ahead and tell us your story. Let's get right into it.
Okay. Well, my story is short, pretty simple, and quick to the point. I started off. I'm still currently nursing. I've been a nurse for about 2.5 years. Like I said, I'm still doing nursing now, currently on a contract, but I just wanted to do something different that a lot of females weren't doing. And I was thinking, like, what could it be? You know, I have friends in the window tinting business. I have females. They hair, bundles, clothes, shoes. I did a little bit of those things, but I really wanted to go full force into something different. And so, like I said, I know a couple people in the industry. I started asking questions. I like what I was learning. And I just did, started doing hands-on, and here I am.
So how long? So you said you had friends that were in the window tinting business. How did you know these friends? Were they people that you grew up with?
Just people that I know. Yeah. Acquaintances, people that I've met. Mm-hmm.
And they pretty much told you what? It's a lucrative business. It's challenging. What made you so interested?
I knew that it was lucrative. I knew that it was
yes.
lucrative. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. So I was like, well, what can I do that would be lucrative, that, can keep business coming? Something that was different for a female like myself. Yeah. And that a lot of females weren't doing. And, here I am. I just started asking questions.
Were they supportive in the beginning? Were you showing interest in wanting to do it? Were they females or were they males?
Males, yes.
Okay.
Males. And believe it or not, you asked me how long I was doing this. This is my first month.
Oh, wow. I thought you've been tinting longer than that.
No, this is my first month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is my first
month. You're doing well for your first month.
This is my first month. Before this, I have never laid my hand on the window. I've never cut anything. I've never heat shrunk anything. Never had my hand on the heat gun.
Oh my gosh! It only took her 1 month, and she's getting full cars, guys. Yeah. The windshield is off.
So I first of all, I have a strong work ethic. Okay, strong work ethic, and like I said, it just sparked my interest. It sparked my interest just seeing a car without the tint versus with the tint on it. Seeing how nice it looked with the after effect. They're making new cars. I love cars. Like, I can name every make and model of a car. Like, I love.
Oh, wow, that's the difference between you and me. I don't know my cars. When I got to window tinting, I was like, does a Mustang have 4 doors?
I love cars. Okay, I can spot whatever car from a mile away. I love a car. That's number one. And like I said, it just sparked my interest, and it was a lot of questions. Right? It's a lot of questions. It was like, well, how do I do this? What do I need to start it? How do I do it? A lot hands-on for me. And it was just like not sitting back, just going for the opportunity, standing watching. How do you do this? What you're doing. YouTube was my best friend. I'm gonna be honest. YouTube was my best friend for sure.
Who?
I'm sorry.
Courtney asked, what's your favorite car to tint?
Okay, thank you, Courtney. I wouldn't say I have a favorite car to tint. Definitely a car for sure. Definitely a car. I'm gonna say definitely a car because like the SUVs, they have like a lot more windows. You know, it's a lot more sweat for me. Like typical windows, they have like the 4. They don't have like pocket windows, a lot of windows. So it's just a car. It's just a car in general right now. It's a car.
So are you hand cutting the film? Or
I
are you
am.
using a plotter?
Yes, I am hand cutting. I am hand
Awesome.
cutting. No plotter. No plotter, but I give it up to the people that do use it. I feel like it saves you a lot of time, but me, I'm just hand cutting. Hand cutting.
That's a good way to kind of start off when you're learning, because if the plotter takes a crap on you, you can revert back to hand cutting.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes. Definitely hand cutting.
So what have you found has been like the most challenging part of window tinting? What's the most challenging?
For me personally, it has been the heat shrinking. The heat shrinking.
Are you wet shrinking or dry shrinking? What method are you using?
I am dry shrinking.
Okay. The back windows and windshield, right? And you wet shrink the doors?
I've tried both ways, Liz. I've tried both ways. I've tried the wet and I've tried the dry. And for me, the wet was the best. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The dry was the best for me. But it was just, like I said, the challenging part was making sure I shrink enough. You have to have the right amount of heat. I don't want, you know, it's been times where I've like burned the film where I was too close, and there's been times like when I first started where I didn't put enough heat on it, and you could see all of the fingers in it when I got ready to lay it.
Yeah.
So I'm still practicing on that, but you know, I'm striving to get better every single day. I put my standards high for myself, even as a beginner. You know, a lot of people, they do think I've been sitting for a while. And when I tell them, you know, I'm new to the industry, they can't believe it. You know, they can't believe it. But it's just, if it's not right, I'm doing it over.
That's a good attitude. Yeah, that's a good attitude to have. Are you working out of a shop or a garage?
Both. So I started my house in my garage for close people that I knew. But then I am at a shop now where I'm still getting that hands-on, where I can get my appointments in if I need to be.
So have you ever gave up while tinting a car and was like, okay, I can't do this one?
Believe it or not, I have. And one of the things too is just getting to like know the car and the cut and how much to cut and making sure you have enough to tuck. For some odd reason, I had a hard time shrinking this Honda Civic the other day. This 2019 Honda Civic.
What Honda Civic was it? Was it the hatchback, the newer one?
The hatchback, yes.
Those.
And it was, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was. It was the triangle in the edge of the window. So I cut.
Which window was it? Which window was it?
The rear one.
Okay, the rear window.
Yes.
And it was a hatchback that has the spoiler in the back?
She didn't have a spoiler on hers, but it was a hatchback, yes.
Oh, okay. What year was it?
2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2019. Just for me, it was just like I said, getting to know the window. So I was just used to the rectangles and making my cuts, perfect. But it was like when it's a different window, you got to like cut a different way. If that makes sense. I might not be making any sense, but for me, it was just kind of hard because I had to cut it at a different angle. And I had
to enough. Billy, go ahead. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Billy's asked that question.
Thank you, Billy, for asking that. In 5 years, I definitely want to see myself owning my own shop, for sure. My own shop, for sure. Adding more to the team. Maybe building a female team, because it's not a lot of females in the industry. And I want to give a lot of attention to us, okay? Because I want us to take over.
You want us to take over?
I want us to take over.
It's going to be hard to take over a male-dominated field. Male-dominated. I male industry.
Not physically taking over, but I definitely want more females in the industry. And since when I started, you were the first female that I started following.
Oh,
I
wow.
wanted to see how many females were actually tinting in the world. And I found you, and I was like, okay, I see her working. I was like, I want to be like that. I want to be like that.
Oh, thank you.
I want to be like that. And I found some other females, that I liked, and yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah, that's what my whole podcast is, that to bring us females, into the spotlight. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you said you're doing nursing too?
You said, am I doing nursing as well?
Yeah, you're doing as well?
Yes, I am doing nursing. I am still on a contract, so that's why I'm not able to go full force into tinting. But once my nursing contract is up, because I'm traveling locally right now in my city, once that is up, I am looking to do tinting full time in July sometime.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just because, like we have said, it is a lucrative business. I'm pretty sure what you tint, you can make way more here versus nursing. Nursing is a great degree. I mean, it's a great career field. You're helping people and stuff like that. So it's great too. Yeah. But just the window tinting, you can't beat the money in it,
And like I said, I love what I do. I love nursing. I love people. I did, a lot of specialties. But I want to be in business for myself again. I did cleaning back in 2014. Before I started, I wanted to do something for myself. And I wanted to do something that was beneficial and that was going to keep on bringing customers back.
So is your family supportive with your decision to do the whole window tinting and getting out of the nursing and all that?
So this is spill the beans, right? Spill the beans.
Let's spill the beans.
Spill the beans. Okay, I'm gonna spill them. So my husband is in the window tinting business.
Oh, okay.
He's in the business.
Is the owner, or he tints too, or?
Repeat that.
Is he an owner of a business, or he tints with you?
He is the owner of a business. Yes, he has his own shop. He has his own shop, his own business, his own employees. So a lot of my training and, did come from him.
Okay, so why are you not comfortable just helping him with that business and you wanted to go off and do your own?
Because I don't want to be under his spotlight. I don't want to be under his spotlight. I want to be I want to represent the females. I want to represent females. He's great at what he does. He's been doing it for a while, for at least 11 years or so, off and on, 11 years or so. But I just want to do something for me. That's all. Something for me.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that your husband owns a shop.
Yes. So this is spill the beans. So why not spill them? So yes.
So his shop is pretty known in the town, and it's on its own.
So if you didn't know, I am from Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
And he has a lot of customers. Yes, a lot of regulars. A lot of people that buy cars and come back on the regular. Yes. He does a lot of cars a day. One of the busiest people in the city. One of the busiest companies in the city. Yes.
Wow. Because we're kind of in the same boat, Dave, I mean, I didn't want to go off and do things on my own, just because when I started learning how to window tint, it wasn't really about the money. It was really about, my thing was just wanting to learn. That was it. I didn't want to charge people. I was just motivated and wanting to learn. Yeah. And so that's why my thing was just doing it for him, helping him with, the business, and to get it to where, because I'm more towards, I want to say, social media. Okay. So now I'm more, I'm not tinting as much as I used to tint. Okay. But I'm more focused on the business aspect with doing the whole social media, doing my podcast, doing my own thing, Yes. But
and that's good. So I do help him from time to time. Like I said, for me, it was never an interest for me. It was never an interest to me. I just love cars. At the same time, I want to do something that nobody can ever take away from me, and that's why I did nursing. And then after that, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, nursing can burn you out. It's a different day and age now. It's a lot of businesses that have started, during the COVID, or as we're still in the, the pandemic. And a lot of people are growing. And I was just like, I just want to do something different. And I was like, how much is this? How much can I make? Let me
how much can I make an hour?
Let me try and see. And like I said, well, what I was learning, I just stuck with it. And here I am.
So how does he feel? Is he super supportive of just you going off and doing your own thing?
Like I said, he is very, he started me off to, telling me what supplies and everything to get. He tried to teach me, but he was so busy and he's not as patient with me. So I kind of like watched his workers, or I watched YouTube. I watched videos. Like I said, I watched you. I watched other females. I did my research on it, and I just applied what I learned.
Well, that's in a month. That's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible that you picked everything up. Because I mean, as I stress, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing something. If someone's been tent for 10 years, and someone's been tent for a year, it's like that year person. As long as they have the motivation, the drive to do it.
Yes.
I feel like could do it, the same amount of, could be just as great as the 10-year veteran who's been doing it.
Yes.
So how do you get your customers?
So, I currently I'm not into social media. I'm not really into social media. I never was, really on it. But now I just, do promotions. And advertise on Instagram. That's the only thing I use at the current moment. Word of mouth. I have people reach out to me.
Does your husband refer people to you? Does your husband refer people to you?
I'm not. Does he refer me?
Yeah, refer customers to you.
He lets me do my own thing. So if I set my customers up, I can do them right there. I can do it right there at his shop. But like I said, it's definitely, I have a lot of word of mouth. People have reached out to me, private message me and saying that, they are auto detailers. They're looking for people that, want to tent, what I be operating. Tent is big here. Tent is big here.
How many tent shops are around you guys in that area?
Where he is, maybe one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
so you guys don't have a lot of.
Maybe like 1 or 2, but it is a business though. It's a lot of business.
Yeah. No, cars are everywhere. So I agree. Yeah.
It's a lot of business and it's a lot of cars. Yes.
And you guys have any kids?
He's at a good location as well too. Yes, we have a 6-year-old.
So are you guys doing the whole homeschooling, or we have a 7-year-old if you don't know?
Okay. Yes, I did. I seen her on the videos helping you out. Our daughter does the same thing. When the COVID first started, she was virtual schooling, but now we at the end of kindergarten. She's second quarter, and she's about to be done in a week and a half. So, like I said, when I do this full time, she's gonna be helping me out, little scraps here and there.
How does she feel about Mama being a window tinter?
She hasn't really seen me doing a lot of tinting, but she definitely wants to help when she does see me.
Oh.
Yes, she definitely wants to help me. She's eager as well too. Very eager to learn. Very eager. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, how long have you been with your husband? How long have you guys been married?
10 years, believe it or not.
Wow.
I kid you that, 10 years. Yes.
So, 10 years of marriage. What's the secret to a happy marriage?
What's the secret?
Yep. What's the secret to a happy marriage? Share, girl, share.
Just trying to work through everything. You know, each person has to, know themselves, and both of us have definitely grown within these 10 years. But it's just, I feel like we're two different. We've grown into two different individuals, really. Grown, and that's a great thing. But on with the growth, I want to help him grow. He want to help me. You know, keeping a lot of commotion down. Also, so
what do you guys share that are similar? What do you guys share that are different? Your differences from each other?
I would say cars for sure. And this is it. Like I said, I love cars. We love cars. He's always on the internet looking at other cars and stuff, and how, different wraps and things like that. I'm always looking at what new car, make and model, came out. Like traveling, cooking. I'm not gonna consider myself a chef, but cooking. He likes.
What's your favorite thing to cook? He likes to cook too?
Yes. I like macaroni, and I like spicy cabbage, fried cabbage. Mm-hmm.
Spicy cabbage, is that like a salad or
fried cabbage?
Okay.
Add a little spice to it. Macaroni. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just anything that has a good taste. Yeah.
So who does more of the housework? Do you guys split the responsibilities?
I do. I do. I handle a lot of behind the scenes things. He, like I said, the internet thing, I actually helped him start his the paperwork, his logo and everything, legal aspects of it. But like the household stuff, I do all of that. I do all of that.
What does he do? Like more of like taking out the garbage and things like that around the house?
The industry is very busy, so it's days where he starts early. So it's days where he's early. Then I'm thinking he gonna get up at a certain time, and it's like, I gotta finish this one car, and it's 2 hours later or whatever, finish up the little cars or whatever. So I'm handling, the kid and homework and everything else at home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of our maternal instinct. For me, that's how our relationship works out too. I'm more of, because same thing with Dave, he's the early bird. He wakes up super early, which I can't wake up super early because my brain doesn't function. I can't, if I don't have my at least 8 hours plus of sleep, you can tell I'm not a happy person. My brain, I sleep. Like I said, I can't think straight.
Yes. And
you guys have
I'm sorry, Liz. I'm like, he just goes. And I'm just like, I'm just taking a break today. I'm taking a break.
So what do you do to de-stress? What do you do to de-stress?
Say it one more time.
What do you do to like de-stress?
I love music.
What kind of music?
Different genres. I like pop. I like a little bit of country. I like reggae. I like blues, R, and of course songs. But not to de-stress though. I just take small getaways. Within driving distance. I clean also. I love like a nice clean and smell house.
That's with me. I'm the same way. I have a whole strict routine. As when I get up, I always have to make my bed. Mm-hmm. And the house, people want, I don't know. I don't consider myself a neat freak, but it's just if something's out of order, it's like I want to wake up. When I wake up, I want to wake up to a clean house, So that's why with the whole, I always this way? I remember growing up, I was this way, and then I kind of was messy during like I want to say my teenage years and my high school years, and then I kind of reverted back to It's what brings me peace. So with me, I do have a routine. My bed, washing the dishes. We don't have we don't use our dishwasher. So
Oh, okay.
everything's washed by hand. Yeah, everything's washed by
Okay.
hand. I don't have a dish rack. So
Oh,
yeah, and then my rule is I don't have dishes in the sink. So the minute I cook, I clean. The
yes.
minute we eat, we wash dishes, we dry it, we put it away immediately. So when
Yes.
people come back, like when we take pictures of like us eating in the kitchen or something, and people are like asking me, "Is your house staged? Like, do you guys always stage up your house?" I'm like, "No, my house is usually always clean." You know, but so
Yes.
with you guys,
Yes.
who does the dishes and all that? Is it you, your husband, since you said you do all the housework?
So it's me. So it's me. It's me. Yes. I mean, I might leave a dish or two, but for the most part, I like order. So
Yeah.
my family asks me like, "Well, do you sit on your couch?" Because I have to have pillows lined up correctly all the time. It gotta just be perfect to me. Like I want my house like it's. We live here, but I want it to be neat at all times. So I want it to be pretty. We work too hard. I work too hard.
Yeah, right. That's what you say. Yeah, when we're like testing a car, we're kind of overworked at home. For me, I want to be able to once we step in that doorway, it's like all my stress is gone. I see my because when you come home to a messy
Yes.
house, that's our house. Like I said, in my teenage years, and when I got with Dave, I wasn't the cleanie. I wasn't like the way I am today. But
Okay.
I was always stressed out
Okay.
coming home. It was like kind of having dishes and things like that. We did have a dish rack, so even having dishes hung to dry in the dish rack. And then as I was starting to I practice, we're minimalists as well, so we don't own too many things.
Okay.
So with practicing that, it was like I felt like it brought me peace. I wasn't as bitchy as I used to be.
Okay. Okay. And
Because
you
as a female, we have our days. We have our
exactly.
days.
Exactly. We have our time. We have our
We have our
time.
yeah.
Yes. But it's like when I'm coming from the outside, like I said, the nursing, that's already hard already as well too. One of the busiest days in the industry, and the tent was on Saturday. I literally worked like for me, I worked the whole 8 hours. I worked the whole.
So
I
you
had some.
schedule your Yeah, I was gonna say you schedule by appointments only. So how many
Yes,
cars do you tend a day?
I only do appointments only, and then when I go up there, or I kind of like chime in. I tint some front windows. I hop in on the job just to get that more experience. But I do mine by appointments only.
So what do
But
you do when do you get nervous when you're kind of meeting the customer and working on the
no,
car? And
not
do
really.
they watch you? Do they stand there and watch you? Do you have
They
customers that watch
cannot.
you?
They
No.
cannot. I'm
Oh no.
sorry. It's drop off only. It's drop off only. I will call you when your car is ready. I will
Yeah.
call you. Yeah, I will call you
You're
when your
getting
car ready.
when you're
It's
getting
a, it's
into
a
it. Yeah.
it's a safety hazard. It's a safety hazard. It's you got products. You got customers' keys and things like that. You got personal belongings and stuff like that. So it's a drop off only. And we're still in the pandemic, so it's like distancing.
When I started learning, we had customers that would sit there and watch us because we used to work out of our garage for
Okay.
14 years. And then we basically just got in our shop. I want to say we're celebrating our 3-year anniversary at the
Wow.
shop. But out of our garage, we welcome customers. We had a couch right there. They can sit there, chit chat with us while we work on their car. So when I started learning, I had an audience watching me
Wow.
learn.
Wow.
So yeah, that was extra stressful, but just our customers are just so friendly. They're
Yes.
kind of like family, so it was stressful having them watch, but just having them talk to me, it kind of eased me into because they have so much faith in you. So it was like for me, it kind of made my job a little bit easier because I would tell certain customers that, hey, I'm just kind of learning, and they were fine with it.
Oh,
Like, okay,
really?
because I have, yeah. And I have Dave there, our master tinter. He's been tinting for almost 30 years. So
Okay.
he's kind of overseeing everything I'm doing. If something doesn't pass par, I'll take it off. And then he'll jump in, he'll give me X amount of time to do the window. And if I'm still, he's still not satisfied with it, or I'm not satisfied with it, we'll rip it off and he'll jump in.
Right. I actually, like I said, I had I had it happen to me on Saturday. Um, one of the cars I was doing, and I could not get the cut right for some odd reason. Either I think I cut it I cut it too short and cut it. So both pieces of film had messed up because one is for the other.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but I kept on telling myself, I got this. Like, you got this. 1, 2, 3, you got this. He had to chime in just to help me a little bit, just to show me, but I did it. And I also had a friend. She said that she couldn't drop it off. And she was watching me, and the pressure was definitely on. But I was like, okay, I got this. I got this. And it turned out really nice. It was to the point that I didn't even notice she was there anymore.
Yeah.
She was there.
Yeah.
I do. And it's
answering Jamal's question that if she takes deposit when taking appointments. Go ahead.
Jamal. Thank you, Jamal. I actually do take deposits, and it's only because that could be someone else's, scheduled time, or for someone else that wants an appointment. It is non-refundable, so if you do a no-call, no-show, that deposit is just going to stay where it is. But if you do, it's going to be towards your appointment.
Have you ever had a person, customer that made that deposit, never showed up?
Saturday I did, yes. Saturday.
Oh wow! So you just got $50 and that was it?
And they never contacted me, never called, never did anything. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay. Yeah,
it's fine. It's your appointment.
But I feel like we all do have to have a structure of organization. And I, like I said, this is my small thing that I'm doing. And I just want to have some structure. That's all.
Yeah. How many cars do you book a day?
That would have, for me, the most would have been 3. That would have been 3. That would have been 3 of my own appointments. But I only had 2 that day. And then, like I said, I chimed in. So I did I helped in about 4 other cars that day. So 2 of my own and 4 other ones.
So what's the time frame that you give yourself to tint these cars? I give myself
2 hours. 2 hours. And it's because, like I said, I'm new to the industry. Depending on the vehicle and the windows, I want to make sure the cut is right, have enough. And then let's say if they want add a windshield or something like that, and I want to make sure I have a lot of time to get everything done.
Wow. So what's the most challenging window to tint for you? In the car, what's the most challenging window?
The windshield. The windshield. That has been the challenge. And on that has been the challenge. And it's because, once you learn a technique, it's easier. But for some reason, the windshield is more challenging. I don't know if it's the more the longer fingers that's in there, or just making sure the tint or the heat is on the tint and making sure I get it done in enough time. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely that front windshield for sure.
Well, we have everything in our way. That's why the steering wheel, everything's right there versus the back window. You could just hop in, get in there, and lay the film, and you're good. In a windshield, you have to have a method with which side you're going to sit on. Which way is the easiest way? Are you reverse rolling, or are you laying it Frankenstein?
That. Yeah, I love that. That works perfectly for me. Some people that I've seen, I guess origami.
They do, the Frankenstein. They just Frankenstein the whole film, and I could never get that. I've never tried it.
No, maybe when I get down the line, but for me, that reverse with the plastic still on it, rolling it out, that works for me. It takes more time than and then I know some people just take all the plastic, the plastic off and just zoop, but not for me.
Dave he's bailed me out a few times, even on windshield and back windows. If we have to pull the film back once it's laid, if we had a dirt or a piece of hair or something in there, you'd have to kind of peel it off and then clean it and then put it back in. You have to Frankenstein it. And so I haven't been able to do that. So Dave has kind of bailed me out a few times where if I had to pull a film back, he's able to just kind of go like this and Frankenstein it in. And I'm always like, I thought it's his long ass hands. With me, I have short arms. Okay. So I don't know how someone can do the Frankenstein with short arms. So, and then in those back of like those Challengers and those Mustangs, how the hell is someone, you know what I'm saying? It's so cramped and small in there. So I saw a picture of, I don't know who it was. You guys, if you have seen the picture, and it was on a business post where, oh, I forgot what the shop name is. I know who it is, but I don't know the shop's name. I don't even want to reveal it. But her husband's kind of like, you know, a little bit bigger. And she showed a picture of him in a backseat. I can't remember if it was a Mustang car, but he had the seat laid back, and he was all up in that thing, like half his body was out of it. And I'm like, holy So even I'm struggling, you know, being I'm not as small, but kind of going into like those Mustangs and those Challengers. Sometimes they're just the tiny spots, you know, in places where we're having to kind of maneuver ourselves in there. So hard.
I have not yet did either of those cars. But I'm pretty sure my time is coming. My time is coming. My time is coming for sure.
So, what else was I going to ask you? So, we have any more questions or anything?
Well, one other thing that I did want to say, you know, your mind is racing when you got a lot of thoughts and stuff, is when you was asking about support with my husband and working alongside him. Like I said, there's been people that have reached out to me. So here in Cleveland, there is a female that she does mechanic. There's a female mechanic. There's a female tow that tows. She has her own tow truck. There's also a female that does body paint, collision and paint.
Oh, wow.
So she wanted me, she said she wanted, there's been a lot of people that have asked about tint. So since she wants to do, you know, female empowerment, she wanted to add me on her team.
Oh, that is awesome. So female supporting other female. That's awesome. Yeah.
If I didn't have that, of course, you know, I would be with him, but it's just all about getting my, you know, my own name going and doing what female, you know. So I did want to mention that because females are definitely, they're doing a lot here, a lot of different things here in the city. So
do you have people? Well, your nurse kind of gives it to you, the nurse tinter. So I feel like when someone calls you, they know it's going to be a female that's tinting my car. So your name pretty much gives it. Is that why you chose the name?
It just rung a bell. It just rung a bell, and it wasn't even like, well, what am I gonna name my page or what am I gonna name myself? That just came up. It just came up like that.
Did you buy your .com? Buy it now, girl. Your web page. Your web page. Buy it now. If someone hears the podcast, that's what happened to me. Okay. So I bought the .com already, you know. But people will reach out to you if they know, you know, you have the potential to grow. Okay. So after we get off this call, buy your thetintnurse.com.
Okay. I'm still, like I said, I'm still working on a few things, but I'm pretty sure with time and everything, I will get everything in order in its due time. Flat glass.
Have you done any flat glass? Yeah. From Jesse?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, that's with us. I mean, here, spill the beans with the Window Tinting Queen. I'm getting into flat glass, so I'm going to be learning it. Okay. But Dave, so Dave, when he started his business, he's done flat glass. So we done residential and commercial. And then we kind of put it off to the side for a long time and kind of just focused on window tinting. Okay. So now, since we had so much demand and requests, you know, so I'm going to get into it. So that's kind of going to be new on my plate. So
I was nervous. Listen, I see some things that get tinted, and I was just like, I don't know if I can. if I can do that or if I would even take the job on. I had somebody reach out to me with and gave me so much positivity and so much motivation. And the word of advice that they gave me was never say no. Never say no. If you have the opportunity, jump on the opportunity. If you have the opportunity to tint a million things, get the opportunity. If you
that's a great advice, because we have been getting a ton of phone calls, and I'm like, hey, like I'm like you, I learn things pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm more of the optimistic. And I feel Dave is the pessimist. He does the warning for us, for the both of us, Okay. But he's just, he's more of on the pessimistic side. But with optimistic, I'm eager, to kind of add the whole flat glass and just everything. Yeah. And with me going out and learning it, so we have flat glass listeners out there. I might be reaching out to you guys because we have our first, I think, job coming up here soon.
I personally did it, but my husband has. He's did new businesses, gyms, beauty salons, you name it, he's did it. Commercial, nice big houses, homes, but I have not did it. I've been just doing a vehicle, cars.
But we have to focus. That's how I feel. We have to focus on just one thing at a time, and then kind of pick up the other.
That's how I feel. Yes, and it's opportunity rise. I will shadow or get my hands in there where I can. But for right now, it's just the vehicles right now that I want to focus on.
That's good. That's good. So you guys live in Cleveland, right? You guys rent, or you guys own your house?
We own.
Sorry, if that's okay.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And actually, before I even met him, he lived in another state, and he did tinting. He had a business, and then when he moved back here to Cleveland, before he met me or whatever, he did houses. He did rental properties. And it wasn't until maybe like 2 years ago that he was like, okay, I like the houses and everything, but I want to do something. I want to get back into tinting. And then, he was looking for a space, a location. He found it, bought it. And, there you go.
And he just took off from there. So he's basically just running his tent shop. You're doing the nursing and the tinting. You guys have any other investments? You guys are.
Well, he like I said, he does the rental properties.
Okay. He manages them, or you guys own rental properties?
Own them. So own them. Yeah, probably about 18 and counting, 19.
Oh wow. That's huge. That's how many you guys own?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. Yes. So you guys really, now I'm kind of doing the math in my head, you really don't have to work. Right?
I'm spending too many beans. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving.
I know that's No matter if you don't have to, no matter if you don't have to work, that's kind of how I feel. I would always be, wanting to stay busy, wanting to do things, because what's the point in life then? Of course, you can still go off and have many vacations and stuff like that. Yes. But it's, I think Dave and I, even though if we ever came to that point, that we don't have to work, we'd still want to. Yes. We would still want to be doing what we're doing now.
Exactly, because you love doing it, and I love what I'm doing, and I've gotten so much positivity from you, other tenders in the world that reach out to me, keep going, and I just appreciate it, because like I said, I almost gave up. I'm like, okay, well, I cannot do this. I mean, I was like, I cannot do this, but it was like, keep going. We all started from somewhere, whether some people start in the garage like you guys, or if you get a space and you grow, we all have to start from somewhere. You got to start if the cut wasn't right, and then you're cutting it out with your eyes, you cut out with your eyes closed, and, just moving up the ladder. And that's how I want to be. I want to move up the ladder. I want to grow. I want to just get perfect. That's what I want to do. And I just been getting so much love here and so much respect and positivity and motivation.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Because I don't know if you don't know, with me, it's like I started things early in my life. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I worked at my uncle's Chinese restaurant, and I did it for a summer. And we were working pretty much. He would pick me up at 6 a.m. We wouldn't be home till 11, 12 p.m. And I did it for 7 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I mean, I have the work, I've been working, like I said, since I was little. And then kind of, with the whole rental product, I bought my first house when I was 21 years old, even when I even knew anything. Okay. And I had the reason why I even knew about buying property, or buying a house or anything like that, was because I worked in it was a environmental engineering firm, the construction side of it. And I had great mentors. They were all way, way older than I was. And I didn't even know, first starting, I was I want to say about 18, 19 years old, starting at that firm. I started, and I was the youngest person. So pretty much because my mom passed away. She was my sole provider. Okay. So at that age, I didn't really have anyone to look up to, or anything like that. So when I started, working at that firm, I had so many great mentors. Like I said, they were way older than me. They showed me how to 401ks. They showed me how to invest, even with, I talked to my boss here and there, my old boss. Okay. And I remember him kind of investing in. I'm like, what is it? What is 401k? What do I do? What do I invest? It's like, okay, these are the stocks and I'm in, and stuff. So he kind of showed me when I was 18, years old. And like I said, I bought my first house when I was 21 years old. But kind of growing up at such a young age and being around people, that was how you're able to grow. When you're around people, with the whole, you're in the tent community, are you not?
Yes.
Are you part of? Yeah. So being even in that community with people that are beginner tenters, being around people that have been in the industry for many, many years, we're learning so much from them. You have to be a part of, I feel like you have to be a part of that type of, mentorship.
I feel like you have to want it.
Yeah, it is your own self-motivation. I've came across people, not just in the tent industry, but I've came across people that have no motivation at all. And it's like you can't teach someone, and someone can't grow without them having the motivation to do it. That's why, there was a debate. There was something that I posted in the tent community with, like, versus someone having 1 year, being a tenter versus a veteran that had 15, 20 years. Can that 1 year person be as great as this person over here? And most people said, a majority of the people said yes. And it's because of that motivation. If that one person who has been tenting for 1 year had the motivation like you have for only being in it a month, you're tenting full cars, you're tenting everything, girl, you have the drive, you have the motivation, versus someone who's been tenting it for, 10 years, who can't tent full cars. Yeah. It's like, if you have the drive to do it, it doesn't matter how many years you've been in the industry. Exactly. You can tackle that shit,
Exactly. And that's what I feel is important. Like I said, when I see people and they ask that same question, like, how long have you tented? And I don't want to use that title to hold me back. Like, yes, yeah. I may have just started. It's been a month at this point, but I'm not letting that stop me. I'm not letting it stop me. I'm not letting it stop me. I got the drive, I got the work ethic, and I'm ready to get my name out there. I'm ready to get my work out there.
So, has everybody been, since you only been in it for a month, you haven't had, have you ever had a difficult customer?
Not yet. No. The people that I've had so far has been pretty smooth. Yes. And a lot of times they don't ask questions. Like I said, only if, okay, well, the typical, like, they want perfection. Like, so what's this bubble? Can you get this out right here? Or little things like that. But other than that, they have been, satisfied.
That is, yeah. That's good.
Yes.
So who in the tent industry, you know, I know you said you watched my video. Thank you so much. I appreciate hearing that. But who else in the tent industry has helped you out?
As far as like just talking with me or just giving
Yeah,
me words of
talking with
advice.
you, giving you advice or anything like that. Anybody that jumps to your mind?
Um,
How
they
do you
all.
feel then? How do you feel about certain people in the tent industry that you, other people that you look up to versus myself? No, I'm just kidding. And your husband.
I wanna definitely give a shout out to Buckeye Window Tint. Buckeye underscore window underscore tint. He's been giving
Where's
me a
he?
lot. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, he
Where's
is
yeah?
in
Yeah, where's he?
where is he? He's in California, Diamond Springs, California. But come
Okay,
to
yeah.
find out, when he reached out to me, he was from Ohio. He was a person that I was talking about earlier that just gave me that motivation. Like, don't turn down anything. Like, don't have that attitude. Like, put your mind to it. And like, he's been very supportive. You know, other females.
Who are the other females?
Boss lady, window
Boss
tint.
lady. She's
Yes, boss
actually in the
lady.
competition, yeah, with us.
Oh, really? Yes, boss lady. Let me see who else that I could think of real quick. I can't think of any.
I'm gonna be having to reach out to Boss Lady because she does residential and commercial.
Yes,
That's
I've
her
seen.
thing. So since I'm just getting into it, I'm gonna have to reach out to Boss Lady.
Yes. And I also want to give a shout out to Prissy Girls underscore tent 2. She was from Cleveland, Ohio. She's in Atlanta now. She gave me the motivation as well
Who?
too.
Wait, who is it again?
Prissy Girls underscore tent 2. Prissy
Oh,
Girls
okay.
tent 2. Mm-hmm.
These are from Instagram, right? Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay.
I do, yes. And you know, I've been receiving other little private messages. Oh, I want to give a shout out to NU underscore tent works.
She actually won my giveaway.
Oh, really?
You know, she's in Canada. I was like, wait a minute, I never sent anything out to Canada before. And yeah, she won. So
Yes.
it was a thing where, you know, I learned how to ship a shipment and I learned how much it costs to ship something out to Canada.
Yes. Yes, Amber. Yes, she has been very motivational too, as well too, giving me props as well too. We've been liking each other's work for as long as I've been doing this. So as long as I've been following her, yes. For sure.
Isn't it awesome to have like females kind of reach out to you and you know?
And let me see. I think it was one more person. I can't think of. She's also a female too. I don't know if I can find her. I might not be able to find her in here, but she's Miss Auto Tentway. Miss Auto Tentway. Ellie Graham. She's a female tinter too. She's in.
You know more female window tinters than I do.
Well, no, like I said, when I started, it was because I wanted to do something different that a lot of females weren't doing. So when I got on IG, I Googled female tinters.
Yeah, and then you touch base with them, right?
Yeah, follow their work, comment on their work, and they commented back on me. You know, gave me good love and support, and keep going. Yeah. Not that I don't like the males either, but it's just the females. It's a different spectrum. It's a different spectrum. It's a different spectrum. Like I said, a lot are like into the girly stuff, the nails, the clothes, the hair, all of that. And I want to get into the automotive part. I want to get into something different, and it's the automotive part. So yeah, definitely support and love.
So have you found anything that has come at you negative? You know, any negative comments, anything that you have to dealt with negatively?
If they haven't personally said it to me. They haven't personally said it to me. They haven't like text me or anything or sent me a DM or anything like that. I've been getting so much love. I just been getting so much love and support. I'm serious. I was getting so much love and support, and you got this, and keep going. I mean, I guess the one question is like, why give up nursing? And it's like, I'm not giving up nursing. I will be a nurse till I die. Like those credentials would forever be there as long as I keep up with my license. But I just want to do something different again and be in business for myself. You know,
what kind of nurse are you?
I am a LPN. LPN.
Okay.
Yeah.
So exactly what's an LPN?
I am a licensed nurse. So it is under a registered nurse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had to sit for boards. I had to go to nursing school. I graduated, sit for boards, get my license. You know, RNs typically, they have like a lot more education. And they go into more like more detailed stuff. But other than that, it's really not a lot of difference. Nurses, nurses are nurses.
What made you want to go into the whole nursing career field in the beginning?
I love people. I love people. I love helping people. I love, I love giving that treatment. But when I looked into nursing, I wanted to get into something quick. The 2.5 years to be an RN at that time, it discouraged me. It discouraged me because I was like, well, I don't want to sit in lecture in the class and the program for 2.5 years. I wanted to get something under my belt. Yeah. Not that I had to work, but I just want to get something for me. It's all about just for me. And I found an LPN program that was only a year at the time. I ended up failing the course by 1%, so I had to take it over. So it took me 1.5 years to finish the program. And then, here I am. I don't see myself going back to becoming an RN. I really just wanted to, stay in business for myself. I see myself doing this for a while.
What happens when you have kids.
Yes, but yeah. I will always be a nurse, and that's why I had to put that in their name because I worked very hard for that as well too. Very hard. At the time my daughter was probably 2 at the time. So it was a lot of can you watch her, or I gotta do this paper, I gotta study for this exam. It was a lot of that. But it's like now we done figured out the career path. She older, I don't see myself having no more.
No, that's it? Just one?
This is what, yep. just this one. Just this.
She's gonna be asking, I want a sibling, I want a little brother, I want a little sister.
She does. Classmates, but no ma'am, but for this weekend,
what are you doing? Yeah, for this weekend.
For this weekend, it's just a regular day to me. I'm just taking advantage of my my off day, getting ready for the work week, being with my family, laid back. Nothing too crazy. I also want to give a shout out to you, Liz, and your husband as well too, for allowing me to be a part of your show and reaching out to me. It means so much to me. And years down the line, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna say, Liz is the one that got me started. She's the one that got me in the game.
Thank
you. Say thank you, and keep commenting and keep sharing and keep loving, and I'll keep watching you guys grow as well too. And nice to meet the both of you.
We'll have our eyes on you too. So yes. I'll continue to watch you, and I know you're gonna grow with your motivation and just your whole motivation into wanting to grow. You're gonna 5 years. I see you having your own shop. I see you having employees working underneath you. I see the nurse, Tinter, doing big things.
Thank you so much.
You have the drive, girl. You have the drive.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we're going to be signing you guys. Well, thank you guys for signing you guys out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's a Saturday. A lot of people don't have time. I understand that, to catch it live. You guys can always go, share the video. It really helps us. And then thank you again for always, for tuning in and watching us. I love doing this, and I love you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys.
Safe Memorial Day. Yeah, have a safe Memorial Day, you guys. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Precious.
Bye.